Okay, hi guys, we're live again.
Yo, what's up, dude?
Hi,
How are you doing?
I'm fine.
This thing won't work. No.
Hey,
Oh, hi Henry Fan, One
Hi, dude.
Productions.
hello there.
Oh, hi Henry Fan, One Productions.
Hello there.
Hi. To be honest, I didn't expect you to join and I'm very happy now.
Hey. Yeah, I just thought I would join you.
Expect you to join and I'm very happy now.
Yeah,
So what's up?
nothing much really. I've just been working so hard on getting Stuttering Tales done.
Oh, nice. I'm
Yeah,
waiting
I got some new
for.
trains models and new characters I can add to the series and stuff.
I have an idea for your channel. You could remake the railway series in trains if you have.
How are you all today?
Hi. I'm gonna ask you something, both of you.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
What's your least favorite classic series episode?
Classic series episode?
Yeah.
Better late than never.
I mean, technically, I was born in 2011, so I don't really know what the classic series is, but I would probably either have to say Thomas and the Trucks. Is that right? Is that what it's called?
I'll say the
Definitely
worst
would have.
classic
I think
episode.
I definitely
Yeah.
would have to go to the Trouble with Mud.
What is
I'll
that?
say my least favorite classic episode is Person the. No, no, no. The Old Bridge. That's the worst.
What's that book?
I
I've never
completely forgot
heard of it.
season 6 and 7 were part of the classic series.
Yeah. In my opinion, season 6 and 7 are in the Guline era, while season 1 to 5 are the Brit Oldcroft era.
Oh yeah.
Who do you guys think is the worst narrator?
Michael O'Brien. I can't stand his narration.
I don't
He
really care
has
about Michael
an he.
Brandon, but I admit he wasn't too bad.
I say that Michael Braden has energy, but the worst think he does is the terrible choices of characters. I mean, like his Carloy voice. It's too. Maybe that's hit entertainment's fault.
I'm just honestly so confused why. So, like in season 24 where Thomas appears in every episode? That kind of annoys me. That's rude. The worst narrator. Um, who are the narrators again?
Okay, Ringo Starr, George Carlin, Michael Angelis, Alec Baldwin, and Michael Braden and Mark Morahan.
So, who was the one in the CGI era? Like, the narrator in the CGI?
In the Nitrogen era was Michael Angelis in the UK dub, and in the US dub was Michael Brandon.
Well, either way, technically, it's just really annoying how they point out the uselessest things.
I have a good question.
Okay, what's that?
What is your favorite Miller season?
Season 16.
I say that one too.
Favorite series? Is that what you're asking?
Your favorite season from the Nitrogen Studios era.
Which would be seasons 1 through what?
Yeah, I honestly just think season 16 had the best amount of writing. Like, they brought the original theme back in one episode. The animation started to pick up heavily. It was just all good.
Okay, I'm so confused because I think it was like season 9 through maybe whatever, but they would bring characters only for merchandise and then they would take them right out, if you know what I mean.
I'll say season 16 is my favorite Nitrogen season because of Don't Bother Victor.
They brought all the Mirrorgate engines back, and it was all awesome.
Yeah, I mean,
It was stupid that Mr. Percival put one of his engines in charge when it worked so well before.
Yeah, kind of like the green controller in that episode, if you know what I mean.
And also Sir Handel in charge.
Yeah,
How many
I like
going to be in charge?
I like that Sir Handel became wise, but I'll say that Sir Handel in charge wasn't such a good episode.
Another question for you all is, what character do you think was affected most by character changes in the hit era?
Would that be seasons 1 through 7, right? Is that the hit era?
It would be seasons 8 to 12.
I would probably say either Hank or Murdoch, because basically those two are my favorite, but I mean, they were only brought in for maybe 1 or 2 episodes and then taken right.
I think the engine who was affected the most was Skarloey.
Yeah.
He went from being the wise leadership type to just being that one childish little engine.
Technically, aren't they all children in the?
To be honest, I agree with the Unlucky Tag that the James's episodes in the Heat era were the best ones.
James was always consistent in the Mall series.
I have a question for you guys. What
Yeah.
is your favorite
What's it?
character?
Huh?
What is your guys' favorite character?
Henry. You can kind of tell.
As literally your name is Henry. Henry fans. It would always be Henry.
To be honest, I'll say a lot of times that Sir Handel is my favorite, but actually my favorite one is Thomas.
That makes sense.
I mean, I do and don't have a favorite. I would either say, because it would either be Murdoch or Hank, exactly kind of like what I said a few minutes ago, but it's in the middle for me.
I think my top 5 engines are 5 James. Yeah, that was very coincidental. Number 4 is Edward. Number 3 is Toby. Number 2 is Duck, and number 1 is Henry.
What is also fan service, so I know what that is?
Yeah, Duck is honestly very, very underrated nowadays. It
Tell
was
me.
recently confirmed he's going to be in All Engines Go with Toby.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah, Toby and Duck are going to be in All Engines Go.
What about Donald and Dougie?
Wait, Donald and Douglas?
Yeah.
They haven't been confirmed yet.
I hope. I mean, technically, I would end winning with the.
We have gotten info that Shima's going to be appearing,
Wait. What?
and it's kind of implied that Rebecca and Rosie will be appearing too.
Yeah. Where's?
I have a question.
Yeah.
Who is worse, Nia or Rebecca?
Nia.
I would honestly have to say probably Nia. I honestly don't know.
Rebecca
Me
was
too.
the only good part of the era. She was a really cool character.
Yeah, unlike Nia.
Also, have you seen the Tracks to Big Adventure series?
Yeah. It's an awesome
On
series.
Netflix?
Unfortunately, though, we do not have any confirmation on like Oliver or somebody like that. We also don't have any confirmation on either Charlie, Paxton. We do have. I think they probably will add Scruffy or something
Scruff.
like that.
Scruff Boy.
Something, you know what?
Yeah, Scarloey engines though. Mattel just says F the Scarloey engines. We do not think they are marketable.
What?
They legit said they don't think the narrow gauge engines are marketable.
Okay, that is utter bull. Because if you see in the merchandise how many have been sold in the past few years.
Yeah, dude, the narrow gauge engines are really popular.
Yeah, I mean technically I only know a few, but still, they should bring back like Duke, Smudger, even though that was left in the shut and never was
They
seen.
did intend to bring Duke back once, but it never happened.
Dude,
And they also did it to
Also,
Boko. They also did it to Boko twice.
yeah.
And Hank as well.
I'll ask you something.
Okay.
What do you think is the best episode of Percy?
Percy Strikes Out, that's my favorite.
I think my favorite Percy episode would honestly have to be. I think my favorite Percy episode would have to be A Scarf for Percy.
What is the
I'll say Put Upon Percy is the best.
Yeah, that's a good episode too.
Yeah, it is.
What is
What
your guys' favorite season? Oh yeah, I know Thomas fan's favorite season 4.
I'm a huge season 4.
My favorite season is season 3. But also at the same time, season 5 is pretty cool.
I mean, other than like I don't know which season they brought like a whole bunch of characters in and then just took them out for no reason. I would honestly probably have to say season 1, even though it was made way before I was even born. So
Season 1 is an overlooked season by everyone. They always just say that it's like the boring season, but it's not.
yeah, it's perfectly not.
I think an
What?
argument can also be made season 2 is pretty good.
The probably worst season ever is either All Engines Go or season 24 at the start. As
All
Thomas-
Engines Go doesn't really count because it's a whole separate era from Thomas.
Okay, true.
Yeah.
But still,
But I think the worst ever Thomas season is season 15.
why is
I'll
that?
agree.
The episodes were so poorly written and they were so annoying and made no sense.
Yeah, I talked about Charlie, who later appeared.
Oh, and let's not forget Wonky Whistle. Or Up
Oh
and Away.
yeah, I hate this episode.
So
Yeah,
if
Wonky Whistle, Up and Away, Fiery Flynn. Those 3 episodes were terrible.
what about Misty Island Rescue?
Also, Emily and
Misty Island
Dash.
Rescue is a bad special, but I think the worst one of all is Big World Big Adventures.
I mean, technically, I don't know why people say Thomas and the Magic Railroad is the worst one.
Thomas and the Magic Railroad is a good special. I love that movie so much.
Oh yeah, and then guys, did you see like that one part? Well, it wasn't in the final film, but like if you search up Thomas and the Magic Railroad cutscenes, James actually fell off the set.
Yeah, he actually fell off the set. Also, George did make a
I
cameo
wish-
in the movie.
When George made a
I
cameo.
wish Edward was there too.
Yeah, I mean,
During the really useful
It would
engine
be
song,
nice.
when James is going out of the scrapyard, you can see George in the corner.
Okay. So how long do you plan to make this? How long do you plan to make this, Thomas Fan Studios?
Now I literally got the reboot Thomas, and he looks terrible.
Oh yeah, tell me about it. I literally, I think it was.
I have the three Tritagonists from the original series: Thomas, Percy, and James, and All Engines Go. And now I'm just waiting for Gordon.
Yeah, I was gonna get Gordon.
Oh, I got Golden in Trackmaster.
I'm just waiting for him to be released and push along because that one looks super accurate.
I think he.
I also want to get James in Trackmaster.
I mean,
I think James is the best one.
I mean, I
James is
already
truly the best character in All Engines Go.
So practically, I have.
Because he was actually written correctly. I actually saw the last episode of the first season, and out of all characters, for some reason, James was not there.
Yeah,
I'm guessing the animators just forgot to add him.
Yeah. Okay. So I already have fix 'em up friends Thomas and Muddy Thomas, and I have Pirate Train Person. Now I'm just waiting on James in the mail. That's all I'm waiting for.
Now we just gotta wait for the second season and see which engines come back.
And now we just have to see if All Engines Go is worse than Miss the Island Rescue or better.
I honestly think, and this is actually going to be getting me very controversial, I think All Engines Go is better than Big World Big Adventures.
Okay, true, because practically
All Engines Go, because All Engines Go, you can at least have fun with it. Big World Big Adventures just makes no sense.
Yeah, can I ask what's even the point of that special and what happened in it?
At least Big World Big Adventures had some decent episodes, like
It had
Free
some
the
decent
Roads and the
to
Truck.
make up for the stupidity that happened. Sure, All Engines Go is now unrealistic, but hey, there were actually some good episodes and songs in there. Because, I mean, one of my favorite episodes in the series is in there, which is A Light Delivery. Because that episode actually was really enjoyable, the writing was good, and the song I'm Number One is really awesome.
Okay,
Okay, my favorite episode from All Legends Go must be the one with the dragon.
Yeah, Dragon Run. I think it was the first time we ever saw Edward.
I mean, why did they bring back Edward and Henry if they're not even gonna have a speaking role? That makes no sense.
Because of budgetary reasons, I don't think they were able to make them talk or be named in season 1. I guess it's also kind of confirmed that Thomas hasn't met them yet, since he calls them those trains.
Yeah, literally, if you watch the episode where that I don't know what episode it's called.
I think maybe someday. I think they are planning to give them roles in season 2, and I actually think they're probably going to get Kevin Frank back to voice Henry. I think that would be amazing.
Who was
Yeah.
either annoyingest or your least favorite engine?
Yeah, of course, Whip was planning to appear, so I think he might make an appearance in the second season.
So
practically,
guys, what's your favorite Brenner era season?
Season 20.
I'm probably gonna have to agree.
Me too.
They fixed many characters there, but I think season 21's also pretty good because that was the end of the original Thomas and Friends seasons.
And then season 22, 23,
and at this
24.
point, we can all agree seasons 22 to 24 are in canon.
Yes.
They legit.
I'll also say that season 18 is also pretty good.
It was a good season, despite the fact we never see Gator again. He just vanished without a trace.
Okay, basically.
Plus, we got Henrietta too.
Despite that, though, he, Diesel 10, and Bash and Dash and Ferdinand are still in merchandise.
I would honestly say the annoyingest engine, like in the whole series, would probably have to be either Charlie or probably I don't know. I just know Charlie's really and it's expensive. You know what I mean?
What's your favorite movie?
I mean, technically, that one actually stumps me.
Sodor's Legend of the Lost Treasure.
I would probably say Calling All Engines because practically that's kind of the only movie I saw, but at the same time, I've seen a bunch of other movies, so I'm gonna probably have to say Calling All Engines.
Top 5 Thomas specials. Number 5, Blue Mountain Mystery, The Great Discovery. Number 4, Blue Mountain Mystery. Number 3, Adventure Begins. Number 2, Thomas and the Magic Railroad. And number 1, Sodor's Legend of the Lost Treasure. Because originally, Magic Railroad was 3rd place, but after watching it again, it deserves to be number 2.
I mean, technically, I mean,
The best thing about Magic Railroad was its music.
The music is amazing. And also, in
Oh,
all honesty, all the Thomas stuff was awesome.
and the voice actors did a really good job.
Yeah, it's a shame the Magic Railroad soundtrack is all copyrighted and stuff.
who do you guys want to like? Who like? What engine do you want to appear? Not in the All Engines Go, but like in like season 24 if they ever continue, which they won't.
That has to go. That would probably have to go to Molly.
An engine I
Hmm.
like to appear again.
I would say Splatter and Dodge should return too.
You know what? That's actually a pretty good one too. Splatter and Dodge, they almost returned in Day of the Diesels and in The Great Race, but we never got them.
I'm so confused. How were they gonna appear? Cause someone.
Yeah, they were replaced with Sydney and Patson in Day of the Diesels.
Oh, and also Dennis was meant to appear in Day of the Diesels, but he was replaced with Norman.
See, that's the confusing thing. Like, why are characters?
Or maybe Dennis is Norman.
True. Because
Exposed.
they have the same model, so that would make sense.
Wait a minute.
What?
Splatter is purple and Sydney is kinda like of purple. And Dodge is green. Patson is also green. Wait
Here's
a minute.
Splatter and Dodge.
Wait, what if they're twins?
Sydney and Paxton are Splatter and Dodge in disguise. They just got new identities and stuff.
The FBI found out. Hands up! Show your real identity. Show it. No, that's amazing.
Also, it's been kind of confirmed. That a few other characters were meant to return in CGI as well. Like for the first one, Fergus. The second one was Terrence, but he already appeared.
Yeah, he did. In Terrence Brick.
I think
was Duke. The fourth one was Boko. And the fifth one was Bear.
I mean, technically, did Bear really get
And
along?
the sixth ones were the Caldy Fell engines.
Godred. What if he was revived?
Oh, who's your favorite Caldy Fell engine?
I would actually, minus his death, would be practically Godred. I mean, he had a really sad death. He just plummeted.
I also like Godred.
Godred was probably one of my favorites. As for my favorite All Railway series character, it's a cross between Bear and Wilbert.
I'm trying to think my favorite railway series character. I
What
would say that
I would say,
Bear is my favorite.
actually no, take that back. I would choose Donald and Douglas. I actually don't know why I like them so much. The only reason I like them is either because of their paint or something else. I have no idea, honestly, why I like them though.
Fun fact: did you know that in a CGI song in the remake of Little Engines, Stepney was still mentioned,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dang it, I can't remember what.
despite the fact he never came back, which is very depressing, honestly.
Literally, it was like
It's
was
very sad because Stepney is a really cool character.
yeah, and we only got like how many episodes of the Bluebell Railway?
Yeah, Flora does not deserve to return. She's not really that good of a character.
Yeah, she's basically Toby in a nutshell, technically.
Yeah,
For one thing.
Colin, I guess, was an alright character, but I think the best one of season 12 was Hank.
I know, tell me about it. I kind of just want them, and also Donald and Douglas. The engines I technically need are Duck, Donald, Douglas, Oliver, probably Bill and Ben, and a bunch more.
I'm very glad that Duck came back in season 17 and they started using him more often.
Yeah,
But
and then
unfortunately, in season 23 onwards, Duck never came back. He did appear a few times, he just never spoke.
he just had basically a cameo role.
Yeah. Like, we got so many engines in that. Ryan, I think, was one of the best, too.
You know what? That Arthur was meant to appear in Lost Treasure, but he was replaced with Ryan.
No, he wasn't.
Guys, fun
I
fact.
found that out the hard way. He was not meant to return in that movie.
Oh,
Fun fact.
Arthur is my favorite not Audrey character because he has a really unique personality that the others
Favorite
don't.
Elaine character has to go to Spencer.
I mean, why was he a villain in Hero on the Rails? That doesn't make any sense. Okay, well,
I'm not
my
sure.
technically
It's
does,
weird.
but still.
We can't agree the best Magic Railroad. We can't agree the best Diesel is Diesel 10.
Yeah, I mean, what was your favorite scene in Thomas and the Magic Railroad?
I think my favorite scene from the movie has to be the Smelter's Yard scene. Or the
I
night scene where Toby
I-
spooks, where Toby causes the shit to fall on Diesel 10 and splatter and dodge.
like
Well,
I say
my
the
favorite
Smelter's Yard scene
scene,
too because it's so impactful.
my favorite scene is the really useful legend song.
my favorite scene would probably have to be like all the well. I mean, technically, who was really supposed to be in Thomas and the Magic Railroad that were like cut out?
Yeah.
Was that the only character? I can't talk. Was that the only character that was supposed to come in the movie? Oh, and Craigie.
Yeah. Derek was also meant to return in CGI, but he never did.
Yeah, I mean technically.
So, guys,
Yeah,
who's your favorite Thomas villain?
Villain
probably Diesel 10.
Diesel 10.
Yes,
Everyone's
my favorite is Sailor John.
actually no. I take that back. My
Yeah.
favorite villain is Vinny in The Great Race.
I think one of my other favorite Diesels is Class 40.
I mean, yeah. Even though that he got like.
He only got like one episode, wasn't named, and that was it. I think he should have been the villain in the Magic Railroad, honestly. Diesel 10's a fun villain, but Class 40 would have been so interesting.
Yeah, he would.
I have a theory. In the scene where Diesel 10 first appears in Magic Railroad, they say Thomas says that he's the blast of the past. So maybe he's Class 40.
Class
Oh.
40 and Vinny.
Oh,
What if they're cousins? Like one of these.
he is Class 40.
Diesel 10 is Class 40 in a nutshell.
Class 40 just ended up becoming a whole different Diesel.
which basically only got like one episode and then never returned again.
You know the reason Diesel 10 was called Diesel 10 because he was the 10th Diesel in the show.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. So then, why does he have a claw? That's my question.
The claw in real life, that's an illegal modification, but the government, if it confirms it, there can be claws on engines.
If they like have.
I would know. My dad's seen one before.
Guys, so I'm gonna show you my layout. This is
Very unfortunately, though, it looks like there are no chances of Class 40 coming back.
Also, have you seen the story Down the Hill by Thomas Fan 2002?
No, actually, I have not. I gotta check that out later.
You must check it out. It's a very, very dark story.
I think
It feels like a cancel episode from season 5, but I'm not gonna spoil.
I have to say, the most underrated hit hair character is Stanley.
I wish Stanley. I wish that Stanley should got more focus. I mean,
he
he's
was
a
meant to
nice
be
character.
He actually, I think, was meant to be a part of the Steam team, but they dropped him unfortunately because of the last minute switch to CGI, so they couldn't do the stuff they wanted with him. He was meant to be the main character and hero of the Rails, though, but they scrapped that idea.
Who was?
Stanley.
How many times did he appear minus the CGI? Like once?
Like, unlike out of all the characters in the era, Rocky was the only one who did something.
Yeah.
Because he actually appeared regularly.
Yeah.
And
You know what?
basically was Harvey's replacement. I mean, while he was still used sometimes, he is also the Breakdown Crane's replacement for sure.
I think season 7 is the best season that introduces not Audrey characters.
Yeah,
Because all of
guys
them
feel
were so
right. Season 6 too, because Salty and stuff and Harvey, they were all
yeah.
good characters. And Elizabeth too, who didn't have that much purpose. The pack though,
Who
I
was,
think was pretty cool.
who was your favorite newbie from season 7?
Spencer.
Yeah, probably.
Mine was Arthur.
Because Spencer actually appears regularly throughout the show, except for in season 12. And that actually goes for Cranky too. He didn't do much in season 12.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna show you my layout. So, yeah. Okay, so, no, Dad. How do I flip my camera? Dang it. I don't know how.
Another small fact too is that Thomas was going to go on for a few years originally in the season 12 style.
Oh dear, that isn't good. No.
Yeah, because it's aged so badly, I know that it was going to be bad. I saw an edit on Twitter once where like they placed a Brenner era Thomas face and put it on a season 12 Thomas.
Oh god, that probably.
Also, Pierce Brosnan was meant to narrate season 12, 13, and 14 too.
Yeah, but he never did because he just never came back for some reason.
What is the worst season
to his
of the whole series?
This is the last delivery, Thomas puffed to himself.
What was the worst season of basically season 1 through 24, not counting all engine stuff?
Wait, what was the worst season of the hit era?
No. I mean like seasons 1 through 24. What was the worst season?
The worst ever season is season 15.
Yeah. I remember watching the Nitrogen era as a kid, and even then I didn't like the episodes.
Even when I was a very, very young kid, when I saw Fiery Flynn, it was like, his firebox was on fire. Even I knew that was stupid.
But I'll say I'm very nostalgic for Day of the Diesels.
Day of the Diesels is a decent movie. Misty Island Rescue isn't. See, Hero of the Rails is good. Blue Mountain Mystery is amazing.
Okay, so like when Thomas and Roger were Diesel 10's all big and mighty, but then in Day of the Diesels, he acts like a freaking wimp. If you know what I
Yeah.
mean.
Diesel 10 went from being a master to being a wimp.
I have a pretty good question.
Okay, what's that?
Who's your favorite Thomas voice actor?
Ooh.
Michael. Dang it.
I think that has to go to Martin Sherman.
I'll say Eddie Glenn or Joseph May.
I don't know why, because I just like hearing Thomas as an older guy.
I'm
Then
the old
again, Eddie Glenn was
man.
also pretty good too.
I'll say that Martin Sherman was kind of bad in the Nitrogen era. Not because he had a bad voice, because he hadn't so much energy like Ben Small. But I have to say he was very good in season 18 and
We
Cello the
could say
Brave
the
too.
most annoying Thomas actor ever was Joseph May.
I don't think he's annoying. I kind of like his Thomas
Kind of
voice.
annoying, honestly.
I'll
I think
say,
by the Big World Big Adventures era, he became more annoying.
yeah. I'll say the most annoying Thomas voice is Ben Small.
But I think the
He can
greatest,
be very, very squeaky sometimes
the
that I
greatest
can't
Nitrogen era
stand.
characters in the universe
Working.
are Victor and Hero.
Testing. I just had to test. Hello.
But I'll say John Hassler is the best Thomas voice in singing,
I legit can say that's
Thomas,
true.
we love you. Is this gonna be going on?
especially in Sometimes You Make Your Friend. John Hassler kills it at singing.
At singing performances, I don't think this is actually canon to Thomas and stuff because there were times they mentioned that it makes sense and stuff. But I think, in all honesty, I have to say, without argument, that my favorite ever Thomas and Friends singing voice actor was John Vos.
My personal favorite song was That's What Friends Are For. That's my favorite song.
Yeah, because John Vos was a guy who acted in the Thomas stage, the first ever Thomas stage show, Thomas and Friends the Big Live Tour.
Also, guys, fun fact: did you actually know when I can't remember what scene, but like Thomas was puffing, but his wheels were actually moving in the movie. His
Yeah.
wheels would move. They would move for like a second and then stop, and then move again and then stop. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, because
I'll
John
say
Vos sang in the show, and his voice was awesome. He was like, I'll huff and shuffle through the night till I'm far away and free.
yeah.
And when my steam runs out, I'll know that no one will find me. But things are not the same as before. Mistakes I make, no one can ignore. I keep my paintwork looking fine. I tried my hardest to be on time, but I'm not a useful engine anymore. That song
Wow,
has
you gotta
become so iconic nowadays.
Beautiful
have a
singing.
pretty good voice at singing.
Beautiful job.
Yeah.
No, guys, what? I'll say that Thomas and the Jet Engine is the funniest episode of the classic series.
I'm a
Yeah.
Thomas fan.
I think honestly though that has to go to most definitely Lady Hat's birthday party.
Yeah, that's also a pretty funny episode, especially the UK dub. I love very much in the parts where the Topper Hat said, "Bother, bother."
Bother. Alec Baldwin though was pretty good too.
Testing.
But only season 5. I'll say that season 6, Alec Baldwin wasn't terrible, but
He just
man,
went down a bit because with his voices and
yeah.
stuff.
And
We
he ruined all
ain't
his best characters he did in season 5.
I think Henry and Duncan. I wish he had done a Scottish accent if Donald and Douglas had appeared.
Don't. Yeah, my mic isn't working for something.
Yeah, I think the characters
I'll say
who never appeared in season 5 were Donald and Douglas, Daisy, Diesel, Sir Handel, Duke, um,
Listen, Dookie.
um,
What are your guys' favorite lines from like the whole series, like any season? Like, what is your favorite line? Mine's either Boulder or the line I just said a few seconds ago.
well, my favorite line from the whole series is in Time for Trouble, where Jane says, "Ha ha."
I think that would have to go to like one of the season 2 lines that was like from Ringo that was really.
Really?
Oh,
Really?
I also like that line in Thomas and the Jet Engine where he says, "Oh boy."
Oh boy!
Duncan's famous lines and stuff. If we don't go now, Scarlowy will take my favorite place in the sheds.
Yeah, what is the spookiest episode that you guys know of?
Duncan gets spooked.
Don't get. Yeah, I mean I don't have it, but I do have a good impression of him. Don't.
You know what? I'll write my favorite, my top 5 favorite season 5 episodes. Okay, so number 5 is Put Upon Percy. Number 4 is Rusty and the Boulder. Number 3 is Haunted Henry. Number 2 is Toby and the Flood. And number 1 is Duncan Gets Spooked.
That makes sense.
Makes sense. What Henry fan said. Makes sense.
Yeah. I think honestly, out of all episodes, I literally forgot what question I was gonna ask myself. But honestly, what's your favorite narrow gauge engine?
I would either have to say Duncan.
Sir Handel.
I think
Sir
mine
Handel.
has
He's
to be
my
Peter
whole
Sam.
childhood.
Actually,
Peter
no.
Sam was always the most consistent.
Actually, no. My favorite is Smudge just that laughed, but Smudge just laughed, or something like that. Smudge.
Hello, Thomas.
Like, that didn't make any sense. How long is this gonna be going for, Thomas man? Now?
I don't know.
Earl Duncan is actually smaller than Peter Sam and Sir Handel. I think should be the tallest.
I actually have Toad for some reason, but I don't have all of them. That doesn't make any sense.
Out of all the narrow gauge engines, I do not have Smudger, Bertram, Duke, or even Rheneas.
Yeah, you're lucky. I don't even have any of the narrow gauge engines. Okay, well,
To be honest, Rheneas wasn't a favorite of mine as a kid.
Rheneas
But now I appreciate more.
Rheneas and Skarloey just became
I'll be
dumber.
AFK
Duncan,
for
for
a second.
some reason, became a bit more nice. Rusty became more inconfident. And for some reason, Sir Handel became the wise leader type who talked like Marlon Brown.
I'm going to tell Amanda Hill story. They are his favorites.
How does Sir Handel know that? Why is that not Skarloey? Some people have actually theorized that those personalities were supposed to belong to the Caldy Fell engines, because the Caldy Fell engines might have been intended to appear in the era. So the narrow gauge engines' personalities were meant to be the Caldy Fell engines.
This doesn't
Well,
make sense.
in the learning segment of Blue Mountain Mystery, it says that the Codifel engine, the Codifel Railway, actually exists in CGI.
And Mr. Percival runs it.
I don't get it. So practically, why is the Cody Fell Railway and the narrow gauge and the Cody Fell line, or I'm so confused how Cody and them are like different from Scarlet always lied. Like, like Rails wise.
Well, I'm gonna ask you guys, who's your favorite miniature engine?
Miniature.
Jock.
That one's a hard
I'll
one.
say Mike's my favorite because he's so funny.
I would honestly have to say Rex or Bird, honestly.
I would also like to see Jock and Frank appearing in season 20.
Yeah, I think they wanted Jock and Frank to come back, but they just never came back.
That's literally fun.
I actually have to go now. I'll see you guys later.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
And now it's just you and me.
I might close in a few minutes. So, anyways,
What is fan service? I've never really heard of it. What is fan service?
it's when you, how can I explain? For example, they returned Duck in season 17 for fan service. So,
Yeah. I mean, why is Thomas and the Royal Engine a special? It should have just been an episode, but in 2 parts, if you know what I mean.
I'll say Thomas and the Royal Engine. It's okay. I kind of like it.
True, even though that's the top of Hat loses his hat. Or, actually, no, gets smushed. I mean, yeah, you know what I mean.
Have you read the Railway series books?
Huh?
Have you read the books, the Railway series?
Actually, I have the book James. Hold on. Let me go check in a second. Okay, so I think I have James and another book.
I'll actually get the complete collection book of the Railway series in my birthday.
That brings up another question. When's your birthday? Mine's March 9th.
So I might close the stream now, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
A fun time though.